Hello, hi. So this video is to demonstrate on how to run eye tracking, behavioral tests on planograms and product packs, product concepts, product labelings, and so on. So as an outcome of such a study, you're gonna get two things. The first thing is an individual paths of each panelist, of each participant, so they can freely navigate through the it's like a planograms. With an option to zoom in the products and zoom them out by clicking the products, looking at the envelopes, and then with the decision whether to dump the product or to purchase it. So these are the individual flows of each panelist, but you can also expect to have an aggregated data, aggregated heat maps with all the metrics about each area. That can be analyzed afterwards. So for instance, how fast they were noticing each element, how much time they spent on them, what was the ratio, how many also clicks happened within this area, what was the mouse movements distribution, and so on. So all of this can be done with RealEye. Therefore, it is a really nice idea to engage a new study type for this reason, and the study type is called interactive mockup. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to build a mockup experience from images. And the images, as you can already imagine, they're going to be the planogram, so the set of the products on the shelves, and then individual products, product labels, concepts. So first of all, in the study setup, obviously we need to choose which devices we would like to use for this for fielding the study. So we're going to go for the desktops, tablets. There is also an option to threshold the maximum study time, to limit the maximum study time. And basically that's it from the, let's say, most important parts of the setup. So there can be an optional intro message. So let me just type in, click the product you'd like to purchase and hit next. So on the second step, if the mockup is hosted on Figma, then there's an easy way to import this the content directly from Figma. Therefore, I don't have it on Figma. So my mockup is being represented by a planogram. This is just a JPEG, an image of the planogram, and then individual products. So again, this is just one huge PNG with some effects, graphical effects, that behind this product there is this shelf, let's say blurred. And also we do have two buttons mocked here. So these are just like elements on the image, and I'm going to activate them in a moment to show you how to run the connections. So let me just choose all the products. So I'm uploading the planogram and just 4 bottles, just to give you an idea on how to run it with more products. Of course, you don't have to upload all the products. You can only stick with the ones that are in the the ones that you would like to test or compare. And here on the second step, we can choose how the timeline works. So again, the first one is going to be the planogram. Let's just call it shelf and create hotspots. So right now we have an option. I just click the set hotspots button. So right now I can predefine areas and say what happens after clicking selected area. So for instance, after clicking one of the Dr. Pepper bottles, I can program the survey to redirect people to drpepper.png. And in a similar matter, I can do the same thing with the Coca-Cola, with 7-Up. Of course, as mentioned, I didn't upload all the products or the SKUs, but I think you get the point on how it can be done when more products are here. Second thing is that to set hotspots on each individual product, we're going to have 2 hotspots: the X button that is going to navigate us obviously back to the shelf, and the Buy Now button that is going to redirect us to a trigger called Finish Test. So when someone clicks this element, the test is done and the recording is being stored. So again, here back to shelf, and this goes to finish test. That's basically it. So let me now jump to the similar study. By the way, one more thing. There's also an option to attach a follow-up survey to this mockup based study. So we do have a variety of questions that you can choose from, starting from text answer, choice question, 1 to 5 rating scale, matrix choice, or images as answer. And we can simply add several questions, one after another. So for instance, the first one is going to be, have you found the product you usually purchase? With the answers yes and no. Meanwhile, the second question is going to be an images-based question. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload the same images of all the products and ask an additional question to choose which out of these, which are the, let's say, top 3 products. So minimum 3, maximum 3 choices, randomize answers order, and that's it. So once we are here, the study feels ready. Again, I'm going to jump to a very similar study that already has some results. So here it is. It's built in the very similar way that I've just created the mock. Therefore, there is more SKUs. There's more products here. So all of them are mapped with the hotspots, with the areas. So we can now take the link and just, let's say, transform ourselves into panelists to see how it works from the panelist perspective. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to participate in such a test as one of the panelists. After changing camera. Okay. This is, for those who doesn't know yet, this is the part called calibration. So it requires me focusing my gaze on these red dots that are hovering all around the screen. And right now, our system learns how the face and the eyes of panelists looks like while he or she is looking at different parts of the screen. A pretty important thing to underline here is that nothing is being recorded and no pictures are being taken or sent to any servers. So all the data, all the processing, all the eye tracking algorithms are held on the panelist web browser. So only the data points are being transferred to the server. So once this is done, I'll need to destroy just these 3 dots with my eyes to confirm my calibration, and the study starts. So buy something to drink. So I'm just clicking Dr. Pepper. I'm not satisfied with the product. I can close it. Minute Maid. Again, closing it. Coca-Cola. Buy now. Have you found the product you usually purchase? And then we do have this additional survey that is asking me to choose out of these 3 additional, let's say, choices. Okay, that's it. So since this study had an option to show the preview to the panelists, so we can already observe how people were navigating, how I was navigating through the entire mockup. Therefore, since we do have here around 42 results already, then we can apply filters and see how my data was also influenced, how my recording was influencing the entire heat map when it comes to the data and the visuals. So let's say that we would like to compare the Coca-Cola to see what was the average time to first click, average time spent, and all the metrics. What was the attention? In this case, it was positive, which means pretty good that people were actually paying attention to the brand while they were interacting with it. Fanta also positive attention, therefore just 3 clicks. One important thing here, since this is a mock-up and the first page, the planogram was displayed several times because whenever I was pressing the X button, I was returning to the main image, to the shelf image. Then there is an option to filter out only selected exposures. So here we have option to filter only first, for instance, exposures. So this is going to bring us the information on what was happening when people were interacting with this planogram, with the shelf for the first time. We can also like select just second interactions or just third interactions and so on to see how it differs in different exposures. Okay, basically I'm not going to cover all the other options that are perhaps relevant for running such a study. I'll just mention them, that there is obviously an option to connect RealEye with the external tools like service panel providers, and to say what happens after the eye tracking part by setting up the finish URL. There's also an option to attach some additional parameters to the test link, to fast forward the parameters, and so on. So this is all here that can be easily used to create an entire shopping experience with an option to zoom in the product and zoom out and gather quantitative results, but also more qualitative to see how people were navigating. Okay, that's it for this. So in case you have any additional questions, then I'm available. Hey, bye-bye.